Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. In this video, I'm going to share with you the mindset that allowed me to go from hating consistency and being undisciplined to loving discipline and being so consistent. And this is a mindset shift video. You're going to change your perception about consistency, about discipline, so that you can change your actions. This mindset shift alone took me from being so unmotivated and so undisciplined to being very responsible and taking action on my dreams and goals. And I'm not kidding you guys when I'm telling you that the only thing you need to learn is mindset. If you change your mindset, you change your actions. Your life is going to change when you have a different perception of it. So how you've been thinking about discipline, about consistency, about motivation is how you've been acting about it. And so if things feel really hard, if things feel like you can't be consistent and you will never get to your goals, and no matter how hard you work, you will never get there, I will show you what mindset has helped me to completely shift that and to be actually very, very consistent and achieve my goals and dreams and being very responsible about getting where I want to go. Let's get right into it. The first thing you need to understand about being unmotivated and not reaching your goals and being inconsistent is, why do you have those goals in the first place? Why are you doing these things? Why do you need to have those goals? It's hard to take action from a place of hating yourself and from a place of obligation. If you're hitting the gym because you hate your appearance, you're forcing yourself to do something. You're going there because you hate yourself, because you're forcing yourself to go to the gym and work out because the outcome that you want is a certain body type or a certain shape, but the intention behind is that you hate yourself. So where I'm going with this is, why do you need to have those goals in the first place? It's very different to take action from a place of obligation and forcing yourself than from a place of self-love. And perhaps you've heard this before, but this is the spin on it that you haven't heard. What if you want to eat healthy because you love yourself so much that you cannot not nourish your body with the best food there is? What if you're choosing to go to the gym because of how it makes you feel about yourself, because it makes you feel confident, and because you love yourself so much that you cannot not work out, you cannot not feel strong in your body? Does that make sense? It's self-love here. It's not self-hatred or obligation. What if you start a business because you love yourself so much that you can't let yourself be poor anymore? You can't let yourself not have the dream life that you want. I became disciplined the moment that I associated discipline with self-respect. Discipline is not something you do for other people, for validation, for anything external. Discipline is about your self-love and your self-respect. The more you love yourself, the more you respect yourself, and the less you want to let yourself down. Think about a person you really respect in your life. Your father, your mother, a parent figure, your partner. When you respect the person so much, you are not going to let that person down. You're going to follow through on what you're saying. You're going to say something and you're going to do it because you want to be in integrity. You want to show them that you are an honest person and that you follow through with things because you don't want to lose their respect. So this is the same thing for yourself. From a place of self-love, getting things done is not an obligation anymore. It's self-respect. Like, I love my body so much, I love myself so much that I am not going to let myself eat foods that are not good for me because I love myself so much. And because I love myself so much, I'm going to do 30 minutes of body movement because I love myself so much and I want to be very, very healthy. So that discipline is going to come natural to you because it's a part of your identity. It's not an obligation. It's not something you're forcing upon yourself. It's something that is an integral part of you. It's who you are. It's your identity. There comes a point where you are going to respect yourself too much not to be organized. You're going to respect yourself too much not to be late for your meetings, because it's for you that you're doing this. It's your own self-respect and your own self-love that is depending on you following through with your goals. And this is not from a place of pressure or guilt about, oh, if I don't follow through, then I feel really guilty or I'm a bad person. No, you can practice forgiveness with yourself. You can practice grace with yourself. Like, nobody's perfect. Nobody knows what they're actually doing. Like, the point that I want to make in this video is that when your discipline and your consistency comes from a place of self-love and self-respect, it is so much easier to get the things done and to feel the reward of it, because you're reinforcing self-trust with yourself. When you say that you're going to do something for yourself and you actually do it, then that's going to reinforce self-trust, and you're going to trust yourself more and more and more and more. And this is a muscle you're building. You're building the muscle of self-trust. The more you do it, the more it's going to be part of your identity, and the more you're going to follow through with what you need to do, because you understand it's self-respect. You are going to become consistent the moment you decide that you are the most important person in your life, and that the commitments you make for yourself are the things that you need to honor more than anything else. You need to prioritize honoring your commitments, and you need to start with small things that you know that you can follow through with, and that you can reinforce that self-trust within yourself. The more you do the small things, then the bigger things will become easier and easier and easier, because you're already following through. It's already part of your identity. It's already part of who you actually already are. So you're not doing things from pressure or from guilt or from hatred or from self-loathing. You're doing things from love and care. You're doing the things because you care about yourself. Do you understand? It's about self-love. The more you love yourself, the more you're going to respect yourself, the more you're going to follow through with the things you need to do. Like, you need to show yourself some respect. You need to show yourself you prioritize yourself. And the discipline is going to become so easy when you understand these concepts, when you understand that it's about care. I set these goals for myself, and I set these standards for myself, and I follow through with them because I care about myself, because I want to level up, because I want to glow up, because I want to see my life improve, because I care about my self-development, because I care about my growth, because I care about me having the best life that I can have. I care so much about myself, and I love myself so much, and I respect myself so much that I follow through with what I say that I want to do, because I respect myself. That's the mindset that you need to be in. This is how you build trust with yourself, when you honor your commitments. And this is not only beneficial for your personal growth, it's also beneficial for the relationships around you, the people you're relating to. Because if they see you as someone who loves themselves, and as someone who respects themselves, and as someone who follows through with what you say you're going to do, then they're going to respect you more. Then they're going to expect from you that you are that kind of person as well. They're going to want to be around you more. They're going to want to hang out with you more, because that energy will rub off on them, and they will start to love themselves more and respect themselves more, because you set that standard for yourself. And everybody in your life has to level up to that standard, or they will fall off the face of the earth, and you'll never see them again. This is how life works. When you have a high standard for yourself, and when you love yourself this much, you can't be around people who love themselves this much, because it's just gonna bother you. They're not in alignment with you. This is beneficial for your relationships as well, because you are going to reinforce trust with them. You cannot be more loyal to someone and respect someone more than you respect yourself and you're loyal to yourself. If you're more loyal to someone, let's say if you're more loyal to your boyfriend or to your mother than you are to yourself, you keep abandoning yourself to please them. This is not respecting yourself. So this discipline, this consistency starts with you committing to yourself. Listen, I bought this ring that you see here when I was 22. When I was 22 for my birthday, I went and bought this ring because I wanted to promise myself that I will never put myself in the back anymore. I will never abandon myself ever again. I will always choose myself. And I wear this every single day as a reminder that I am choosing myself every single day. I'm choosing myself over anybody else, over my family, over my friends, because I understand that I am the most important person in my life. And therefore, the choices that I make them because I love myself, because I care about myself, and because I respect myself. Also, if you think you can't do it, if you think that you're undisciplined, listen, in the past, I thought I was the least consistent and the least disciplined person. I never followed through with my commitments. I was all over the place. I was chaotic, and I thought I was the least consistent person because my grades in school were very inconsistent. My mood was very inconsistent. Everything in my life was inconsistent, and I thought that as my identity was being inconsistent. And then one day, I realized that I had been vegetarian for 7 years. It was literally 1/3 of my life as a vegetarian. I didn't eat meat for 7 years of my life. Talk about consistency. Talk about discipline. And when I realized that fact, I was like, I am a very consistent person. I am a very disciplined person because I made the decision of not doing something and I followed through for 7 years. This is when my mindset shifted because I was consistent with some things and not with some other things. That didn't mean that I'm not consistent at all. That means I'm consistent with the things that I choose to be consistent with, that makes sense to me, and that I have a strong why behind it. You're going to find consistency when you know why you're doing it. Why are you want to be consistent with this? What's the outcome? What is your why that makes you not give up on this? Because for me, not eating meat for 7 years was for my health. The biggest why was I want to take care of my health. I don't want to eat animals anymore, and so I'm not going to do that. And I found so many other ways to eat and learned so many things along the way because I was being consistent with my decision. My why and my self-respect was stronger than immediate pleasure of eating meat or something. Again, does that make sense? So you are a consistent person with the things that you want to be consistent with the things that you have a strong why behind. So I recommend you to write down what have you been consistent with throughout the years. Maybe you've been in the same relationship with the same person for 15 years of your life. That makes you a consistent person. That makes you a loyal person. That makes you someone who respects their commitments. So what commitments are you already respecting in your life that you made for other things that are not for your goals, but for other things that are just very normal to you? And that's going to show you that you already have the consistency. It's already inside you, and you need to apply the same principles to your goals, having a strong why and doing it out of self-respect, self-care, and self-love. And this is going to completely change your approach and your mindset around discipline and consistency, because the truth is you are already a disciplined and consistent person with the things that you decide to commit to and that have a lot of value to you. I hope that this video helped in any way. Let me know in the comments what you learned from this video. Did you have a breakthrough? Let me know, because I used to be and think of myself as the least consistent person ever, and I have been so consistent since I adopted this mindset, and I want to know if something shifted in you, if something changed in you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your time. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.